Hello children, how are you? Now in previous class you learnt history, freedom struggle. Now the second chapter will go in part 2, that is Gandhian era. Now all of you are familiar with Gandhiji. Is it not? I need not tell you much. Even then, so let us learn briefly about Gandhiji, what he has done. Gandhiji is called Bapu or Father of Nation. You know that. Why? Because now you are going to learn what are the achievements, what are the struggles he has faced to bring independence to India. Before that, many people struggled hard, to drive out British, but they were not successful. But here, Gandhiji, under his leadership, we got independence. He knew what technique we should adopt to drive out British. Now I start about Gandhiji. Gandhiji got his barrister degree. Barrister means law. Today we will call advocate and lawyer, is it not? Those days it was called barrister. So Indians, after completing one formal education, then they were going to London, and then they were learning their more higher studies. Then that is called barrister of law, means lawyer or advocate. Most of the people those days, they were doing barrister of law only. Today you know that engineering and doctors, now they have become very common and more like that. Those days it was not. I mean, they were studying more law only. So like that, Gandhiji got his barrister degree in England and started his law practice in South Africa. Gandhiji did not started his law work practice in India. Why? He came to India, and then there was a call from Abdullah, one of the client from Africa, to attend a case. So immediately he went to South Africa, and then he stayed, and then he made a successful for Abdul. Now later what happened now? There he stayed nearly for a few months in Africa after this work. The British who were ruling South Africa, even Africa also, South Africa also ruled by British only. India also ruled by British only. The British who were ruling South Africa practiced apartheid and discriminated against Africans and Indians. Apartheid means, I told you that the black people, that is called, we should not say black, Negroes. The origin people of Africa, they were Negroes. They were not allowed to public places. There are separate road for them, separate in train, separate box, and they were not allowed in public places like hotel and church, separate church for them, and traditional education for them. No any Western type of education for those people, their children, and discrimination was much in everywhere. But that's why they say that minority ruled majority, they say. Majority people were Negroes. They were ruled by minority. Minority means Europeans. Europeans here in South Africa, more places were ruled by British. And this British were only less people. They went and settled there because the climatic condition is very odd there. Very burning in the summer, and then very rainy, raining in rainy season. So it was not tolerable. But people now, few people, handful of people, they went and settled from England, and they started ruling more, the majority of Negroes. That's why it is called minority ruled majority, like that. The British who were ruling South Africa practiced apartheid and discriminated against Africans and Indians. There also few Indians were there. And also in India also they were, segregating, they were discriminating Indians. Okay. Gandhiji opposed apartheid and carried out agitations and protest against the British in a peaceful and non-violent manner. He succeeded his movement against the British. See, Gandhiji did not use any guns or any dagger, whatever it is. Very peaceful way. Opposite of violence is non-violence. In Kannada they say ahimsa. Himse, ahimse. Okay. Now without using weapon, only talk. So he followed that weapon and without shedding the blood, no, he fought, struggled to get freedom for Indians. In the freedom movement of India, the period 1920 to 1947 is termed Gandhian era or Gandhian age, we call it. Again, I'll repeat. In the freedom movement of India, the period 1920 to 1947 1947 is termed Gandhian age. Now see the Gandhiji picture. Here even he was small, young. They have taken the photo. So like this is Gandhiji introduced. Satyagraha means fasting in the South Africa for the first time to protest against the racial discrimination. Already you have learnt in political science what is racial discrimination? Color. And next one, he organized the Satyagraha successfully at Champaran, Ahmedabad and Kheda before entering into national movement. Now, with the entry of Gandhiji, the freedom movement gained a new dimensions. Satyagraha was his main political weapon. Satyagraha means truthful way, fasting and asking and agitation and requesting, all that through that way only. The British government passed the Rowlatt Act in 1919. This act gave the judges power to arrest the interrogate people based on mere suspicion. Those were all carrying Indians, those are all carrying dagger or stick or log or whatever it is. Immediately they were arresting without any inquiry. Suspicion. That means doubt. So the people they were carrying simply, so they were doing. So that's why what happened now? That's called the Rowlatt Act or Arms Act, we can say. Gandhiji protested against this inhuman act through Satyagraha. It gained support throughout the nation. Now, next one more thing. Punjab witnessed widespread protest against Rowlatt Act. The protesters had decided to assemble at Jallianwala Bagh. There was one more rule in under the Rowlatt Act, that is, Indians should not form mob. M-O-B, mob. Mob means what? Two or three people or small group of people. They should not gather in public places anywhere, road or street or anywhere. No. So that is against the law according to the British. Now, seeing this in Punjab, what happened now? The people, they had a secret plan to meet in Jallianwala Bagh. Bagh means what? Garden. Jallianwala, name of the place. Now, that is a very old place, a garden. It is all dried and full covered with big walls. And inside the garden, all this dried, very long back, very old. No people were not using that land and all. But there was only one door. So Punjabis, they thought that that's a secret place to gather against this Rowlatt Act, and then they want to discuss, that about the British, whatever they are doing injustice for the Indians and all, they want to discuss and take action. So, about 20,000 protesters had assembled in this demonstration against the Rowlatt Act. General Dyer, with his army, attacked the protesters from all sides with firearms. Now Gandhiji insisted on non-violent methods and had faith in the mass agitation. all people together, they should follow only the same thing, uniform thing, that is protesting against the British. Protest against the enactment of Rowlatt Act led to Jallianwala Bagh massacre by General Dyer. Now here, General Dyer, what he did with his army, attacked the protesters from all sides with firearms. Now, so nearly more than 300 people were, shot dead. They were all discussing and demonstrating, and all were sitting, and then there was only one platform, like raised one rough platform. Somebody, 3, 4 men were talking, and then General Dyer, the news went to General Dyer that there is a big group is there and a crowd, and they are discussing very secretly in Jallianwala Bagh. Immediately, General Dyer, without any information, without warning, he took army and then entered that one single door, and then he commanded the soldiers to shoot. Then immediately sound came. Now all the crowd, ran away helter skelter. And also while moving, what happened? Now running, they rushed like in they were not knowing what to do, how to, because that one door is covered, with the army. They wanted to escape and run away. So some they climbed the wall, holding some supporting thing, holes and all. But they were all shot, and then they were attached to like a lizard, no? How it will attach to the wall, like that only. They were dying, blood was shedding from their body, and some were fallen when they shot and then fallen, and running away only they were shot, and then on the spot they were falling and dying. And one more thing happened, stampede. While running, naturally some people they'll fall on their body only, others also started running, imagine. you know See, this is without thinking what they'll do. So people stampede only. ತುಳಿತ, they'll tell in Kannada, ಒಬ್ಬರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಓಡಿದಾಗ ತುಳಿತ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then they will die. Is it not? So many people they died stampede only, and women also were there, and there was only one well was there, dry well, very long back. Some people they wanted to escape and then jumped into the well. Imagine, no, that hasty thing. What they did is others also jumped. They also want to escape. Seeing that others also jumped, they also wanted to escape. It means what will happen? Heap. The well was filled. Now what will happen? The bottom and center part and all people are all, that is also one type of stampede only. All themselves only died inside the well only. See, whenever we want to escape, we should escape. We should know the technique. How to escape, how we should go, like that. One thing I'll tell you, children, in this time, so whenever fire occurs in any building, any mall or whatever, so we may be in a 7th floor or 8th floor, whatever it is. Then immediately fire occurred means immediately we should go to the staircase without touching others. We should walk, and without touching, with a distance, completely silently we should walk. We should tell others also, please don't touch, and you also come down. You should not use lift, because lift also will be electrified that time, is it not? So silently if you come, you will be saved. These are all the things. But here what will happen? Some will jump from 10th or 9th floor, and that's understood that they will die, no? So Athura, they'll tell, no? So we should be calm, and then we should come. Getting down the staircase, whatever will happen, we may alive or we may die, or that is secondary. But technique and peacefully, coolly we should follow. That is all we should know, no, everyday life. So here what happened in Jallianwala, one few people fell in the well, others also followed the same. They should know, no, they should understand, no. So few have gone inside, and then if at all we also jump means on that weight and also suffocation, they will die. See, they did not realize. Sometimes also we will do like that. We should not. These are all one lesson, children, for us in everyday life. So that is the thing. Okay, now many were killed and then many died, and no anyone is not survived. So next what happened? In 1920, the Khilafat movement was started to protest against anti-Muslim policy of the British in Turkey. Turkey is in Arab. In Arab group, so many countries are there. Kuwait, Dubai, Turkey, Lebanon, and so many other countries, Iran, Iraq. Many countries are there. A group of countries are called Arab group, United Arab. So in the Turkey is one of the country. In Turkey, something happened because all those people are Islamic people. In India, we call them Muslims, but actually they are all called Islamic people. Islam is a religion. So in Turkey, for some people happened some injustice. So they were punished there in Turkey, thinking that here the Muslims, Indian Muslims, they want to support from India to Turkey Muslims. Imagine. So they started protesting in India. They started protesting in India. Already British now freedom struggle is going on. All are struggling freedom. So many things. Bangladesh is created for separate for Muslims. And here now Jallianwala Bagh massacre happened. Somewhat confusion is arising in that. See, in India something happened means they should ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆದರೆ ಕೇಡಾದರೆ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋರಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಆದರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅನುಸರಣೆ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. I should not use Kannada, but I am making you to understand, children. So Turkey it happened, but these people now scratching their body here. See, imagine. See, now for that what happened? Khilafat movement is started. They formed Muslim League. Muslim League separate when organization started. Here already one Congress is there. Congress one organization is there. The other side they started for the welfare of Muslims one separate organization that is called Muslim League. Under that they started Khilafat movement. Khilafat movement, they started. And why? Because in Turkey, British they punished two. They were also under British only rule, Turkey. So there some injustice happened by the British in Turkey for Turkey people. For here, these all Muslims they joined and then they want to support from India. So they started one struggle here. So this is called Khilafat movement. And again I'll repeat, in 1920, the Khilafat movement joined started and to protest against anti-Muslim policy of the British in Turkey. Now next what happened? No? In 1920, the Khilafat movement joined the non-cooperation movement and campaigned for Hindu-Muslim unity. Later what happened? No? Gandhiji requested those people that to join with Congress and then let us be together. We should not show that Hindu-Muslims, our two groups are there for the British. Otherwise what they'll do? Divide and rule policy. Already they adopted. Okay. So Gandhi requested. In the year 1922, the angry protesters, set a police station on fire at Chauri Chaura in Uttar Pradesh. About 22 policemen were burnt alive inside the police station. Here Gandhiji launched two movements against the British in India, the non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement. The non-cooperation movement was withdrawn as it had turned violent in Chauri Chaura. Non-cooperation means Indians will not follow British rule. There are so many flaws in the laws. LAWS, laws. Follow? It is not applicable for Indians. That is called non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji started. But what happened? No? In Chauri Chaura, a group of Indians, they were giving slogans that Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai, like that. Simply they were going on group with holding Indian map. Then immediately what happened? No? In Chauri Chaura there was a small police station. Then Inside, the commissioner asked what is going on, something shouting. Then the police who were all guarding outside, they went and said some group is going. Then immediately commissioner ordered them to arrest all this group. So when that police people came and to arrest this group, small group, then immediately they got annoyed and then got very much angry, and then they entered and then lit the fire to the police station. Who our people, a small group who are marching, no, so peacefully, they raged. They burned the police station. Inside the police station, more than 20 people or 25 people were there. They are all burnt alive. So this news went to Gandhiji. Gandhiji's principle is ahimsa. Ahimsa means no violence, no bloodshed. But what happened here? Alive, 20 to 20 people died in fire. So Gandhiji became very much angry on Indians that they are not following his principles. So he withdrawn. Gandhiji resented the violent incident and withdraw his non-cooperation movement. Even he withdrew, don't want any non-cooperation movement, he withdraw like that. In 1927, the British government appointed the Simon Commission under the leadership of John Simon. Simon is a commissioner. When 1927. As there was no Indian in this commission, the Congress boycotted the Simon Commission. See, commission they came, Simon, he is a commissioner, he was sent from England to discuss the problem of Indians and solve the problem. Then along with him, some more British officers came. So all Indians know they did not welcome. They instead of that they wear small black flag. They showed and then black, they put on their mouth. Today we are wearing mask no to avoid corona. Like that they all wore the mask that is black color. That means we will not talk and we will not welcome. We won't welcome Simon. And also they wore a small piece of black cloth and black flag was hoisted wherever. That means not welcoming. That is insult for the Simon. Okay, that is the thing. And now they boycotted by Simon Commission. And by the time what happened here in the year 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore session, Congress declared that Purna Swaraj was their aim. Purna Swaraj. Before that, I want to tell you about the Chittaranjan Das and Motilal Nehru. Motilal Nehru was the father of Jawaharlal Nehru. Is it not? Do you know that who is Jawaharlal Nehru? Today you know that Rahul Gandhi. Always he is in the picture of a newspaper and all. You know. Then Obama, he passed yesterday, he passed one comment on Rahul Gandhi that he is a immature student in India, follow in politics, like that. So Rahul Gandhi's grandfather is Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru's father was Motilal Nehru. So Motilal Nehru founded the Swaraj party. Swaraj means what? Swa means self, Raj means ruling. Indians will rule India. So that is called Swaraj party. So Chittaranjan Das, he was also one of the member of Congress, and Motilal Nehru founded the Swaraj party. In 1930, Gandhiji broke the salt law at Dundee. Before that, in the year 1929, under the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore session, Congress declared that Purna Swaraj was their aim. Purna Swaraj, Purna means full. Don't give, then they were all wiping our tears. Only few people will appoint, Indians will appoint in the legislature, let them make the law. Actually what happened? Congress sent, okay, few people, all eminent, all educated people, politically who has got knowledge, they were sent. But in the legislature what happened? They were all seated, dummy. And only British were thinking and then discussing, and they were not knowing about Indian problem. Indians and all. They were all foreigners and they are discussing something all, whatever they know that they were bringing the law. So what happened now? Next, that's why now in 1929, the presidency of Jawaharlal Nehru in Lahore session, Congress declared that Purna Swaraj was their aim. We are going to start a protest. The aim of that protest is Purna Swaraj. Purna means fully you give freedom for Indians, not partly, not calling only few people to the legislative assembly and making them to sit a dummy and then sending all eyewash, don't want. Purna Swaraj, give full freedom and go away. That is the thing. And on 26th January 1930, the Congress celebrated Independence Day all over the country and supported Lahore celebration. And now the Indian National Congress boycotted first round table conference. And that is a thing when I'll come on later. 1930, Gandhiji travelled from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, you know, in Surat on foot, means bare feet, Kal Nadige, Kannada, with his followers to produce salt in the seashore and broke the salt law. British, what they said, okay, we'll come to Indians' way, we'll remove all the tax. More tax were levied on Indians. When Gandhiji protested, they said, okay, we'll remove all the tax, but except salt. Then Gandhiji argued, salt is available naturally in the sea. Why is tax? They are not producing, they are not bringing from England salt. So he called people on, that is on 1930, August. He called Indians to join from Sabarmati Ashram. All people, they were waiting for Gandhiji morning 6 o'clock. With a barefoot, he went to Dandi. So many kilometers far, he went to that sea and then asked his people, followers, to go to the sea. They all brought whatever the equipment they wanted. So they went inside and they loaded all from bottom. They brought all the salt and put heap of this salt and then calling all who were all gathered there to take freely salt, because salt is available free. No one is putting effort to grow it or produce it or any machine they are not up here, using it. So like that, what happened? No? Gandhiji, he protested against the British. That is the thing. So now Gandhiji resumed civil disobedience movement after the second round table conference refused to grant dominion status to India. Now, next, in 1930, Gandhiji, that's over now, sorry. In this manner, he started the civil disobedience movement. This event is popular as Dandi March in history. In the Dandi March, Karnataka's 18-year-old Mailara Mahadevappa also participated. No, small young boy also participated in Karnataka. Let us feel now proud about Karnataka. Now next, the first round table conference was held in 1930 in England. So they called any one Indian to send and participate in the first round table conference. So they will discuss about Indian problem and whatever strategy, like that one. Since Congress did not participate there, the conference was not productive. It failed. Gandhiji went to London. Congress sent Gandhiji. He went to London. He was not at all invited. Then they said that Indian beggar. Gandhiji, they called Indian beggar because Gandhiji did not wear suit, whatever rich cloth. He went, however, you are seeing, a small cloth and one stick, and then glass is wearing. Like that only he went there and attended. So they said Indian beggar, and they did not care Gandhiji. Gandhiji also was seated in one place, one corner, and then he came back. And then as soon he came back, after the first round table conference, he called Indians, let us continue the protest. He started. The second round table conference next year was held in 1931. Gandhiji, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Muhammad Ali Jinnah participated in this conference. In this conference, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar asked for separate constituencies for Dalits during elections. This was not acceptable to Gandhiji. See, already in 1919, British introduced election for Indians. In that, separate election for Muslims and Hindus. That means what? Divide and rule. Then Gandhiji said this is not the way, proper way. And all Indians also, they raged like anything, don't want this. And they said this is against, Indians. So that is divide and rule policy they adopted. So that next what happened, no? Here in 1931, one more, our leader, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he requested in second round table conference that a separate election should be conducted even for that Harijans. That means what? That is a separate election for these people, Dalits. They are called Harijans by Gandhiji, okay, during election. But Gandhiji said already they are all Hindus. Why again Hindus bifurcation, two part? Please don't run. He requested Ambedkar not to put that petition. Hence, even the second round table conference ended without any conclusions. Argument and then discussion happened between Ambedkar and Gandhiji. Hence, even the the third round table conference was held in 1932. The Congress did not participate in this conference. First round table conference failed, second round table conference also failed. Then what is no use of attending simply this round table conference like that? They did not attend third table conference. That's the thing. Now, next, what happened now? The Second World War broke in 1939. India, being a colony of Britain, automatically became a party to the war, means sending our army. British already trained our people, Indians, very well. British patterned army we had, solid. So, British, they wanted, the war was going on between German and Britain. So Britain wanted army, so they requested Congress to send our army people. So what happened? Congress denied, because why our Indians should go there? Because British are ruling me, they are enemy for us. But Gandhiji said that no, when maybe enemy British are enemy for us, when enemy is in danger, let us have humanity and help them. They are in distress. It is our duty to help, because that is Indian culture. So he said. Now next one, after that stiff Stafford, he came to India. The British government sent Stafford Cripps to India in 1942. Sir Stafford Cripps was sent to India to solve the constitutional problems and convince Indian leaders to extend India's support to the Second World War. I told you already that. So for that purpose only Stafford Cripps came, and reluctantly Indians agreed. Now next, after this, Cripps Commission proposed a dominion status to India and not complete independence. It also proposed the partitioning of the country. See children, how they are all protesting, Quit India movement. No, that not yet. I have not come to it for this. I will tell you now. The British government sent Stafford Cripps to India, proposing dominion status to India if the Indians supported them in the Second World War. The Congress rejected the proposal and started Quit India movement on 8th August 1942. Now, see here, Cripps mission proposed dominion status to India given and not complete independence. It also proposed the partitioning of the country. We will not give full freedom, but we will partition the country. That is the Stafford Cripps proposal. The Congress rejected the proposal and started the Quit India movement on 8th August 1942. Quit means get out. British get out from India, they started. And now, what happened? Gandhiji gave a call to all Indians, do or die. Now or never. Do means let us struggle for independence, otherwise let us die. We solid, whatever will happen, we'll fight with the British without weapon. Okay. And now we want freedom, otherwise never, don't want. So many leaders such as Gandhiji, Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Abul Kalam Azad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Acharya Krupalini, Kasturba Gandhi and others were imprisoned. See, Quit India movement was launched by Gandhiji in 1942. I given Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Abul Kalam Azad picture also I given. See children, everything we are given. Now, next. Now, during this time, no other leaders were there. Now, those leaders I would like to tell you much. That is Subhash Chandra Bose. Now, already Ambedkar I have mentioned. Now, the Subhash Chandra Bose, the role of Subhash Chandra Bose in the independence struggle. Now, Subhash Chandra Bose organized the Indian National Army, that's called INA, in Germany and tried to launch military action on the British in India. I'll give you detail about Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose rejected the prestigious post in British service and took an active part in the freedom struggle. He was popularly called Netaji. He attempted to organize Indians, settle abroad and equip them for fighting against the British. He traveled to Vienna, Berlin, Rome, Istanbul and other countries and inspired the Indians to support their motherland. He established a separate party called Forward Bloc. He escaped from house arrest and left for Germany by joining hands with the enemies of British, that is Hitler in Germany. He was a dictator, thereby defeating the British. Taking help of Hitler, he established an army with help of the Indian war criminals in Germany. Indian war criminals means here, when war was going on, many Indian soldiers were arrested by the foreigners, kept in the prison. So Subhash Chandra Bose, what he did, he released them from the prison. They are all soldiers, they fought for the country, they are not criminals, but they were all named as war criminals. So he released from that foreign countries and all those soldiers from the prison and he gave training for them, war training. Already they are trained. Okay, I'll repeat. Taking the help of Hitler, he established an army with the help of Indian war criminals in Germany. He urged the Indians, give me blood and I will give you freedom. I'll repeat, give me blood and I will give you freedom. So this is the slogan. Sometimes in the 4 marks question they'll ask you, now give me blood and I will give you freedom. Who said this? And write a paragraph about this person. That means you should know the children. Indirect question, they will application question they will ask you. So you should know this. Along with this INA, with the ladies wing, he gave the call Delhi Chalo. Even he started ladies wing also. Why not ladies join? Ladies also equally important in the society, even important for the country. So first time Subhash Chandra Bose very darely he started ladies army. Okay, Dr. Lakshmi was the first captain of those days. She was very young. Now before 6 years she died. She became very old. She was doctor. Okay, being doctor also she joined that time she joined the army because that shows her patriotism. Okay, now Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, you know that he for Mookanayaka they call it. He started a number of magazines. He was always want to do favor for Dalits. Gandhiji called them Harijans. They are all downtrodden people in the society. In India only. They are also Hindus only, but they were all downtrodden. They were all called class 5 people like that and all. Of course, that is very bad and that is not good for Indians, but it was brought in practice very many centuries back. So that was in customs, Indian practice. So he fought for the Dalits, okay. And next Eve only he studied much because he was also not allowed anywhere in public places. You are seeing serial, I think, Ambedkar serial. If you see, you will understand. So, book was only the companion for him, no friends, because people they did not allow their wards to play with Ambedkar because he was downtrodden, Keelu Jati, like that, okay? Down, we should not use that word. Now, so there are no friends at all. So what happened? He was always fond of reading book. Book became companion throughout his life. He read many books, and now he got very big library at home only, like that. He was highly intelligent, and he became a good statesman. After India got independence, and in the legislative assembly, who will frame the law means nobody was capable of person were there with the good language and good political knowledge, and then Indian problems, who knew the Indian problems except Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Nehru, he noticed that only it is possible from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So within 3 years, span of 3 years, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar with other 9 eminent judges, with their help, he completed the framing our constitution. So he is called father of our constitution. Now next, I'll proceed to the Nehru. I will give you notes, children. Much is there about Nehru. Nehru, I'll give you. Nehru also you should know. Okay, I will read out. Role of Nehru as Prime Minister. Prime Minister Nehru is known as architect of architect of industrialization of modern India. This one I will read in the next chapter, children. Don't want Nehru now. Okay. Now I will read the see, they decided to partition the country, that is British. No, they did not want to give full freedom to India. They want to bifurcate, partition the country, and then they want to give freedom. That is called again a divide and rule policy. And he was, that's one thing over. Jawaharlal Nehru entered the freedom struggle through home rule agitation. He was the president of the Congress during Lahore session in 1929. He also many times imprisoned, like that. He became the first Prime Minister of India after independence. He advocated non-alignment policy. Now, one thing I want to tell you, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he was the leader of Muslim League that time, joined Congress, but previously in 1906 he joined Congress and worked as private secretary for the Dadabhai Nauroji when Congress was, formed. That time he was a very good statesman, and then he worked as a secretary for Dadabhai Nauroji. Later what happened we do not know. He joined the Muslim League and supported only Muslims. He was successful in dividing the nation. Who? Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He was successful in dividing the nation during the time of independence and became the first Prime Minister of Pakistan. So that time, Clement Attlee, the new Prime Minister of Britain, sent the cabinet mission in 1946 to negotiate, means to talk in between Congress and Muslim League, the terms of independence with the Indian leaders. Now for Muslim League, the leader was Muhammad Ali Jinnah. For Congress, now Nehru is standing. So between them, a talk should take place, to bifurcate the country before independence. The cabinet mission was sent to India in 1946 to facilitate the process of transfer of power. Now, look here, when this Attlee came and a group of people came to discuss about the partition of country and whom to give the power, then Gandhiji said, give to Jinnah only. The power of ruling India, give to Muhammad Ali Jinnah only. Gandhi said, he was a broad-minded, and he struggled for Hindu and Muslim unity. He never wanted to bifurcate India in this pretext, in this reason, okay, for this reason. So then even Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru was very young, and then others said, no, the power should not be given to the Muslim League. If power is given to the Muslim League, what will happen? Already they have started Muslim League for the sake of welfare of the Muslims only. They are giving importance only for the Muslims. And if the power is given to the Muslim League, now Muhammad Ali Jinnah will become Prime Minister, and other ministers also will be Muslims, and Muslimize the country. So they will not give importance for other people. If Congress is not meant for any religion, no, on the contrary, I am telling you, Congress is meant for only one general purpose, that is to get freedom. Here all kind of Abul Kalam also is there. So many, Ambedkar also is here only. So many people are different category people, different religion people, all are there. So this is not meant for any religion, it is meant for only the political purpose. So power should be given to the Congress. Then immediately Jinnah was annoyed, and then he said, divide the country and give power separately, separate country for Muslims and separate country for Indians. So British were waiting for this only word. Immediately they said, no, according to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, we'll divide the country. Separate country for Muslims and separate country for Indians. In India, no only Hindus, Christians also are there. Muslim, much big population, Muslim population is there. Christians, Jains, Buddhist, Sikh, SIKH, Sikh people, and other also who are all migrated. Now Anglo-Indians and Hindus are all there. So India is meant for like one exhibition type. We in other local language, if I want to call you, chow chow. Okay, like that. So what happened now? So like this India was partition into two India, and into two. That is, one is India and other is Pakistan. And both the countries became independent on August now 15, 1947. Now, throughout the freedom struggle, the Congress supported a united India, while the Muslim League kept on demanding a nation for Muslims. In the Lahore session of the Muslim League in 1940, Jinnah declared that Hindus and Muslims could never form a country. Like that only, in the end, he became successful in partitioning the country, a separate country called Pakistan. See here, the green picture we are showing now, this is Pakistan, that created. But before that, before independence 1947, India only. So when we got independence on August 15th, 1947, we were happily unhappy. Happy is we got freedom. Unhappy is India was partitioned. India became handicapped. See, that side, Pakistan was created. That India became handicapped, no? One part we lost. So happily we were unhappy. Like this, no? British ruled India throughout their rule. They followed divide and rule policy, and then they became successful, by creating India and Pakistan, a separate country for Muslims and separate country for Indians. Like this, we got independence on August 15th, 1947. Okay, now I hope that all of you understood the freedom in Gandhian era. This is a very, very important chapter. More questions will come from this, because in future you are not going to learn more about any freedom struggle movement. That's why a detailed lesson is this is, and more questions will come. And I will send you the other labor protest and farmer protest also are there. That are not question answer. I will send you, this one in the notes. You copy it and read more and more. And also you see many people how they struggled. We don't know the names and all. Many people. Today you see children, Deepavali day, Modi went to the soldiers in Ladakh. There and all, those soldiers and all, they built the igloo type and then cone type of huts, full covered with ice. In future also, snow is falling, full it will become snowy and ice covered. Then they are not getting afraid. Soldiers said, if at all government calls also, we don't like to come back, because of the odd weather. Anytime war may take place or anytime they may attack, we will be here only. We want to face them. Whatever will happen, we don't mind. That shows patriotism, is it not? But we are all safe here inside, is it not? We are all living very peacefully, happily, and whatever no, we got whatever we are living now. Let us be happy and let us follow. Let us be good to others. Let us be good to our family and the nation. We can't become soldiers. We can't go and then fight there and all. Wherever we are, let us render our service to the nation. First, family is important. Next, nation is very important. By this, I will end this chapter. Okay, thank you, children.